Thing. So yeah, welcome everybody listening to the recording of this on YouTube. You have joined weekly project updates with Reality Cards, and this is a weekly event that we host where we just go over the last week, what happened in Reality Cards, and then also announce new features and new stuff for our community. So yeah, and with me I have to my left here Addy, who works with product and community, and then I should introduce myself probably. I work with community, and my name is Anton, and I work with marketing too. And then to my left here, I have Splidge working as the CEO. And then one step more, we have Maddie working with social media and also a bit with our artist. So yeah, usually we go like 5 or 10 minutes now in the beginning to wait for a couple of people to join. And I see that we started a bit 1 or 2 minutes early. So we will wait for 5 minutes or so for the actual live agenda to start. So if you are listening to this on YouTube, you can just fast forward 5 minutes or so to get to the actual agenda of the call. Perfect. That's that. Then we will wait a bit before we get to the actual call.
You're mean making them fast forward 5 minutes to get to the actual call. You could just edit that out.
Yeah, that's a good, that's a valid point too. We could do that. But let's
At least
see
be nice and give them a timestamp to jump to.
Yeah, we will figure that out somehow. Perfect. But I didn't know that it was a surprise to me that people in the audience could hear before the stages was started. That's
Yep.
good to know for the future, at least.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible because I'm pretty sure we tested that before, but yeah, it definitely shows this time.
Yeah, because I remember that I have joined several times and couldn't hear Maddie and Addy before I joined as a speaker. So I don't know. Maybe you had
Really?
maybe you had some
Yeah, that's
special
how
access
it's
or
supposed to
anything.
work.
Yeah.
Maybe we gave something away in the OG role.
Yeah.
So the OGs,
Oh,
OGs
could
have
it be?
exclusivity.
Yeah, maybe they can come in as hosts whenever they want to. Maybe.
Looking good. We have a lot of OGs here, and we have total 6 in audience.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
I think you should be able to get some crown or something on your profile picture too. It should be integrated into the role.
Yeah, it doesn't show it here in this Discord feature. The crowd and the colors.
No. But I haven't seen yet. Have many people since we launched it? Of course, most people maybe got the role the first 1 or 2 days. But have you seen, Adi, if a lot of new people have applied for the role?
Yeah, I think there's been quite a few. Got 16 online with the Aurora right now.
Oh.
Yeah, and last time I checked it yesterday, and there were like 48, and I can quickly check it right now as well. 52.
Oh, nice.
52 OGs in the house.
Ooh, got a bit of an audience building.
Yeah.
Get soon. What's the weather with you guys? Typical English person talking about the weather all the time. What's happening?
The weather,
Same
you
like
said?
London weather.
Yeah, what's going on with you guys?
The weather in Sweden is perfect at the moment. And I love I usually sit at my office in the basement, as you usually see me. But now finally I'm at the kitchen table, so now I can enjoy a bit of the sun too.
Ah, they let you out the basement.
Yeah, that's when it's good weather, then I'm out of the basement.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Yeah, but it's been good so far. We have could really feel that it's starting to get spring here in Sweden now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Here in Barcelona, it's raining right now.
Raining.
Yeah. I think that the things has changed a lot. And so now in the north, it's like better than in the south part. Yeah. It's something related with the climate change, I think. I don't know. because I cannot explain it in some other ways.
Hasn't that been a huge issue in the news? I saw a lot about it yesterday, Adi, with India and how the climate change has effect like that it's super hot in some areas. Or at least
Yeah,
it was on Swedish news that has to do with climate change and that, yeah,
everything is changing.
yeah.
Every year there's something new. There are like records. Sometimes it's like the coolest day in 25 years, sometimes the hottest day in 25 years.
Yeah,
We
wasn't it
keep
some
seeing
record
these
now,
patterns.
just a couple of days ago in India? They talked
Always,
about
we
it
have
on the
good at
news
record
yesterday.
holdings. Yeah, bunch of record holders. But right now I'm in the northeast part of India and it rains anytime. So it's
Mm.
cloudy
Oh,
and it rains anytime. So yeah.
also because this is the bad season there, right?
Yeah,
Like the
like the
monsoon
rain
one. Mm-mm.
just started this week.
Yeah, cool.
So like now here in the Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, all of them will start having rains. So not a touristy time.
But is it true that you are so accustomed to good weather that you are always waiting for rain to come? That you enjoy in rain time?
I do enjoy rain time, but not every
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Like I want to like rent a glass house for like 1 month. It's like raining in the woods,
Oof.
and I can just walk. All I need is a Wi-Fi and food delivery.
Yeah, that's the issue to get all of those combined. A glass house in the middle of
Mhm.
nowhere, but you need good internet. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Elon here.
Yeah,
Maybe after
exactly.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Speed up.
maybe. Okay, but what do you think,
Uh,
guys? We have some people in the audience now. Should we get going with the agenda, maybe?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we shouldn't
why
leave
not?
them waiting too long.
I can't. I just need. Yeah, the longer I wait, the more I'm going to give away.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay, so let's do it.
okay, so from small talk to the big talk. I'll start now, the intro. Hey everyone, our amazing community. I'm Adi, I do product and community. And with me today I have Anton
My name is Anton, and I work with marketing and growing the Reality Cards community.
and Maddie.
I am Maddie, and I'm even an artist manager, and I am currently dealing also with social media.
And we have a special guest today, very own Splidge.
Hey everyone, I'm Splidge. I'm the CEO here at Reality Cards.
Ooh, all right. So today's agenda. So today's project update call is something that Anton mentioned last week. That how with the starting of May, we, the team of Reality Cards, will be shifting gears on the marketing side of the project and will be directing more efforts into the upcoming token sale preparation. So all the activities that you're going to see, apart from the big product announcements, we will be doing a lot in the token sale marketing preparation, and you'll get to listen to this more on the token sale side with Splitch later. For now, I'll pass the ball to Anton to start the weekly recap.
Yeah, thank you for that. And just to start up the recap from last week, I would like to just remind everybody about the achievements. So last week on the project updates, we released the first, or we announced, I should say, the first new feature that is going to be at Reality Cards when events are back after the token launch. And what we announced then was achievements, as I said, a new NFT collection, which will allow people that use the platform to get certain NFT achievements for doing certain tasks. So, for example, when you rent your first card, you get an NFT for that, or when you have come up to a specific amount of winnings or several different achievements like this will be a new feature on the website that is up up after the token launch when events are back, as I said. And you can, of course, we had a longer talk about this during last project's update, so I won't go into it too much. But if you want to learn more about it, I would suggest that you go into the product updates channel, because there we have like a more official post with everything about achievements and what that feature is about. And yeah, enough with that. I'm going to hand back to Adi to talk a bit about the OG roles on Discord that we also introduced during last week.
Yeah, thank you, Anton, for the quick recap. So we had really, really great fun last week with the OG roles. You have a brand new yellow, golden, shiny OG role with a crown on it, and we already have like 52 OGs right now. Biggest advantage of having an OG role is that you all are whitelisted. So if anyone who has missed the OG role, you can still go ahead. The POAP is pretty much live for 3 months, so you can just claim the POAP and you can get back to the channel, get get it with the collab land. So all the details are in the announcement instructions. If you have any issues, you can just reach out to me. And looking forward to seeing more OGs in Reality Cards community. All right, with that said, I would like to pass the ball to Maddie to talk about Fridays with Artists.
Thank you very much, Adi. So last Friday's guest was Caramelizer, that he's a Filipino artist that told us a little about her career and life. In everyday life, Caramelizer has a job that has nothing to do with art, and moreover, she has never followed a specific course of study for art. Even if in high school she had the opportunity to study it and to participate in competitions. However, she always enjoyed drawing on physical media, with pen and paper, for example, during her spare time, until she started experimenting with digital art. She told us how fussy she is and always points to perfection in her works. Her fussiness, but also her willingness to challenge herself, was evident when she told us that she also used PowerPoint in the past to create digital art, a tool that doesn't have layer management and that therefore requires an enormous effort. Her artistic evolution led her to also produce NFT art, pushed by Pikachu, another artist who has been moving into the NFT world for a while. The great thing is that unlike many relationships that start in the virtual world and remain in it, Caramelizer and Pikachu first met in the real world. They have always supported each other as friends, but also as artists, and it was Pikachu who brought Caramelizer into the NFT universe, convincing her to take part in various artistic contests. The first one was Jitcoin, with Jitcoin, supposedly her hackathon, and she won. Then she joined contests with Eco and Balancer Labs too, and started joining Poapathon contests. Her favorite one was the Pogs, that provoked nostalgic memories of her childhood since she used to play Pogs as a kid. And she also took part in a reality cards contest for Christmas, again through Poapathon, and she told us that it made her very happy because one of her goals was to enter our artistic community. While we were chatting, Caramelizer also shared some of her work with us on our Community Creates channel, so if you haven't already, I invite you to take a look there. And if you haven't been able to listen to the live call, you'll be able to do so since it was recorded and made available on our Twitter account. So to listen to it, all you have to do is click on the link that I will send you in a moment in the community call text chat. Just give me a second. And here it is. Now, I would say that we can go to the gist of today's project updates, which I imagine everyone is waiting for. And let's talk about the launch of our token. So I give the floor to Anton, who will interview Splitch to find out more.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Maddie. Super excited about last week's Fridays with Artists with Caramelizer. And as Maddie said, I really recommend that you listen back to the recording of that call if you are interested in that, and look at the art also at the Community Create channel. But yeah, to the main event, we of course have Splitch with us today, our CEO, that of course have all the information regarding the token that we have announced that we are going to launch. So just to start it off, can you expand a bit more about why events are paused, Splidge?
Oh, starting with the big one. Okay. We sort of ran the beta for a while, and we learned a lot from it. We learned sort of what events people like, how to phrase questions. We certainly learned how not to phrase questions, which was probably more important. We found some problems. We had to refund some people, rewrite some of the contracts. And we felt like we'd sort of reached a certain point where we needed to make a few changes to really improve the events and really make a different type of events that we want people to. We think will be more fun and add a few extra little features here and there. And it was sort of hard to sort of make those changes while the events were live. We were going to have to do some work and really focus down on some dev time. And one of the key things which we need to do, which we couldn't really do while events were running, was we're going to have to integrate the token into it.
Okay, super nice, super nice. And how integrated is actually the token to the product?
So one thing I'm going to say is that the token won't be absolutely required to participate in the same way people have been doing up until now. So it's not like essential to have it just to experience reality cards. But saying that, if you do hold the token while you're participating, there will be a few other little aspects and features you'll be able to take part in. I'm not really sure how much I can say about all that. A lot of these announcements will be coming out soon.
Yeah, and where are we in this process at the moment?
So the dev team have been working really hard. They've been shipping all sorts of features to our dev branch quite a bit. The first few are actually complete. There's a bunch more features going through testing at the moment, quality control, things like that. But the actual code for most of what we're doing is well on its way to completion. We're still tweaking a few things to do with tokenomics. There's some final polishing to do there. We have some other people actually looking at our tokenomics as well. Some pretty smart people. They're all going to take a little glance at it, make sure we're not doing anything too wrong. But really, I think there's probably only one thing which is kind of slowing us down a little bit with the token at the moment is we're trying to seek some legal advice regarding the token generation event and whether we have to KYC people, because we'd rather not, but we just want to be on the right side of the law with that one.
Nice, nice. And can you tell us a bit more about what we can expect in the future now for the token?
So we've got the first few. Now we've been developing the first few features, and the devs have sort of got the first few things through testing. I feel like now we're more comfortable to announce what we're doing because we didn't want to announce all the features and then not be able to deliver them, because some of the things we're doing are quite complex, some of the things have been changing, but now we've sort of they've gone through testing and we know that these features are going to be able to implement, it's going to work. We can start announcing stuff. We can start telling people what to expect with the token, what to expect when an event startup, and all the new features that are going to be coming. So basically, from now on, when you guys are doing these project updates, you will sort of starting next week and every week from then on, you'll be able to start announcing all of these things, so people will know what's more info and what's happening all the way up to the release and event starting.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Splitch. And I'm personally super excited for this, as you mentioned now in the end, that we are sort of switching focus in the project updates now towards the token more, and that a lot of stuff with the token gets more and more defined day by day now. So we really can get going to start announcing stuff in regards to the token pretty soon now on the project updates. So as Splitch are saying here, join the next week, especially the project updates then, and then week by week we are going to announce more and more information about it. But yeah, with all this said, we are going to switch back, and Addy is going to talk a bit about the whitelisting, a bit of an intro to our strategy with the whitelisting and how you can get whitelisting spots and which people have spots already. So I'm handing over to you, Addy.
Hey, thank you, Anton, and thank you, Spitch. Wonderful interview here. So, with the whitelisting, okay. So the Reality Cards token sale will start, and whitelisted members will have that exclusive advantage. So make sure that any chance that you get to get whitelisted, you do not miss. Keep following the announcements, keep looking out, and you will certainly get the chance. Okay, so let's talk about what exactly is to be whitelisted. So if you're whitelisted, you will get that exclusive spots before anyone else. It's an early advantage. And how to get those whitelist spots? The number one is all the OGs. So all the OGs will have the whitelist spots guaranteed because they are early supporters, they have loved it, they have played it, and they have given tremendous feedback since past year, which has brought all of us together here at this stage. The second will be the earned spots. So these are the spots that can be earned because if you're not an OG and you didn't get a chance to participate with the Reality Cards events, you can still earn your way to be whitelisted. And how can you do it? By participating in community, by participating in marketing campaigns. So we already have the community create channel, and we do routinely art contests and meme contests and other kind of campaigns. So you can earn the whitelist spot by participating in them. There will be more marketing campaigns. Like I said earlier, that from the starting of May, we will be shifting gears to more on the token sale marketing side. So there will be Gleam campaigns with ambassadors, there will be partnership campaigns. So all of these will present an opportunity to all of you who doesn't have an OG role and who wants to get whitelisted. They can always check it there. And the third one, which is a special one, it's like a selected spots. So this is something which will be like Reality Card team will decide that we'll have an overview of how the community is interacting, which members are spreading the word, which members are bringing the good vibes in our Discord community, which members are letting the other members feel welcomed and like really branding and like a fan of Reality Cards. So these are the three ways for now. So all you have to do is you have to just play the cards right, keep an eye on the whitelist related announcements, and just grab the opportunity whenever you can. More details will come, like Sledge and Anton already said, that more details will come in the following days. Now, I think we can talk about our next Fridays with Artists event with Maddie.
Thank you very much, Hadi. So, to reconnect with our previous call, the next guest on our Twitter Spaces on Friday will be Pikachu. As I said before, Pikachu is an artist who has entered the NFT art world for a while, and who for some can also be a point of reference. We can say an example to follow. She designs some of our cards, and what I noticed is that her style is very personal and peculiar. Above all, what I like is the use she makes of colors, are always bright and lively. She's also Filipino. As discussed with Caramelizer, it seems that in the Philippines art takes on an important role in culture and in education. So in our next episode, as in the previous ones, we will have a friendly conversation with Pikachu about art and their specific evolution in the art world. And in a few moments, I will share the link to our next call so you can use it to join us on Friday, of course. And give me a second to share it. And in the meanwhile, I pass the ball to Anton again to get to the conclusion of our 6 project updates, which was full of valuable information, I think.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Maddie. And I really suggest that you go with the link there in the text chat to set a reminder for the Fridays with Artists this week. And then also thank you a lot, Addy, for all the information regarding the whitelisting. And just adding to that, that if you thought anything of that was confusing or just want to read it through once again, we will post a project updates summary in the announcement channel as we always do. And in that message this week, there will be more information or more detailed information about the different types of whitelisting spots that you can earn in the future and the ones that already have a spot via their OG role. So yeah, I think that is it for today's call for the agenda. But I am, of course, recording my screen now for the YouTube post later on, so I can't really see the text chat. But do we have any questions or anything from anyone during the call now? Or if you are in the audience now and have a question, you can tell it to us in the text chat there.
I don't see anything. Nothing important. Big fella just is typing blank lines. There's nothing coming up.
Nothing important. A lot of
No,
hype
no.
at least. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Okay,
Nothing important. But he's asking when is relaunch, and I really genuinely can't absolutely say right now. As I said, we're still working out some of the legal stuff to do with token launches, and we need the token before we can do events. Trust me, it will be soon. We are sticking pretty close to our roadmap timeline. So if you go check that out, you should get an idea for how close we are.
yeah, more information coming soon, as we always say. Yeah, perfect. But just as a little outro for the YouTube viewers, if you have listened to this via the recording on YouTube, I really suggest that you join our Discord. Of course, this is the place where we hang out, all of the community members, and chat in the general channel, and all of the different announcement of what's happening in Reality Cards, and of course joining these community calls live also. All of this is happening at our Discord server. So there will be a link in the description to join our Discord to get involved in that. And then also, if you would like reminders for our community related events, so mostly this weekly project updates, and on Fridays the weekly Fridays with Artists, I created a Google Calendar for that. So if maybe Maddie or Addy or Splidge could share that, I have a link in our document here. Maybe you could share that in the text chat, and there you can just, if you use Google Calendar for work already, you can just subscribe to that calendar to get those two events in there too. And yeah, that's it for today. I think that we will end off with that. And as we always do after these types of calls, we are jumping over to the Hangout channel instead and play some Gartic together. I think we haven't really decided yet which game we should play, but let's just jump over to the Hangout channel and maybe plan something from there. Yeah, that's it for this week.
Right.
Any ending words from anybody else?
No, I don't have too much. Just win games.
When games.
Yeah,
No.
let's
Okay.
go.
Thank you so much to everybody joining this, both live and the recording, and super excited to see you guys now in the Hangout channel, and then of course in general also the next weekly project updates. We hope that you join too. So bye for this week, and excited to see you soon.